Can't take my eyes off of you. 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 Can't take my eyes. And so it is, just like you said it should be. Both forget the breeze most of the time.
Please take your seats. This portico has been sanctioned according to law for the celebration of civil marriage. And through their vows, they will be making a declaration of love and commitment to one another. And through your presence here today, you are all expressing your support for them. And as family, and especially chosen friends, you are all here today to witness the joining in marriage of James Campbell Perry and Amy Gemma Corrigan. However, before proceeding with the ceremony, I must ask that if any person knows of any lawful reason why this marriage should not take place, they should declare it now.
Are we bribed?
I think we can carry on. So Joanne, could we have our first reading, please?
Winnie the Pooh, A.A. Milne. If you live to be 100, I want to live to be 100 minus 1 day, so I never have to live without you. Piglet went up to Pooh. Pooh, he whispered. Yes, Piglet. Nothing, said Piglet, taking Pooh's hand. I just want to be sure of you. We'll be friends forever, won't we, Pooh? Asked Piglet. Even longer, Pooh answered. If there ever is a tomorrow when we're not together, there is something I want you always to remember. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. But the most important thing is, even if we're apart, I'll always be with you.
So before you are joined in marriage, I am bound to remind you publicly of the solemn, serious and binding nature of the relationship in which you are now about to enter. Marriage is an institution ordained by the state and is not to be entered into lightly or unadvisedly. Marriage in this country is the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life and to the exclusion of all others, and is entered into with the desire, hope and firm intention that this will last for life.
A reading from The Amber Spyglass by Philip Pullman. I will love you forever, whatever happens, till I die and after I die, and when I find my way out of the land of the dead, I'll drift about forever, all my atoms, till I find you again. I'll be looking for you every moment, every single moment. And when we do find each other again, we'll cling together so tight that nothing and no one will ever tear us apart. Every atom of me and every atom of you. We'll live in birds and flowers and dragonflies and pine trees and in clouds and in those little specks of light you see, floating in sunbeams. And when they use our atoms to make new lives, they won't just be able to take one, they'll have to take two. One of you and one of me will be joined so tight.
Thank you, Amy. You're about to exchange two sets of vows repeated after me. The first where you declare you are free to marry, and the second where you take each other as partners in your marriage. Are you both ready to make your vows? So James, before you make your formal vows, I ask you publicly. James, will you take Amy as your wife, and will you be loving, faithful and loyal to her for the rest of your lives together?
I will.
And Amy, will you take James as your husband, and will you be loving, faithful and loyal to him for the rest of your lives together?
I will.
I'm going to ask each of you in turn to declare you know of no lawful reason why you shouldn't be married to each other. So James, repeat after me. I do solemnly declare
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, James Campbell Perry,
why I, James Campbell Perry,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Amy Gemma Corrigan.
to Amy Gemma Corrigan.
Your turn.
Better.
Repeat after me. I do solemnly declare
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, Amy Gemma Corrigan,
why I, Amy Gemma Corrigan,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to James Campbell Perry.
to James Campbell Perry.
Now we have reached the solemn moment for James and Amy to exchange their marriage vows before you, their witnesses, promising to take each other as partners for life and promising to be loving and faithful throughout their future together. And as they say these words, they do become husband and wife. Okay, ready? So James, repeat after me. I call upon these persons here present
I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, James Campbell Perry,
to witness that I, James Campbell Perry,
do take thee, Amy Gemma Corrigan,
to take thee, Amy Gemma Corrigan,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
Amy, repeat after me. I call upon these persons here present
I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, Amy Gemma Corrigan,
to witness that I, Amy Gemma Corrigan,
do take thee, James Campbell Perry,
do take thee, James Campbell Perry,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband.
James and Amy have also chosen to have their own personal vows to each other. So repeat after me then. I promise to love you without reservation,
I promise to love you without reservation,
comfort you in times of distress,
comfort you in times of distress,
encourage you to achieve all of your goals,
encourage you to achieve all of your goals,
laugh with you and cry with you,
laugh with you and cry with you,
grow with you in mind and spirit,
grow with you in mind and spirit,
always be open and honest with you,
always be open and honest with you,
and cherish you for as long as we both shall live.
and cherish you as long as we both shall live.
Your turn then, Amy. You. I promise to love you without reservation,
I promise to love you without reservation,
comfort you in times of distress,
comfort you in times of distress,
encourage you to achieve all of your goals,
encourage you to achieve all of your goals,
laugh with you and cry with you,
laugh with you and cry with you,
grow with you in mind and spirit,
grow with you in mind and spirit,
always be open and honest with you,
always be open and honest with you,
and cherish you for as long as we both shall live.
and cherish you for as long as we both shall live.
That's beautiful, beautiful. So the ancient and traditional way of sealing a marriage contract is by the giving and receiving of rings. And James and Amy have chosen to mark their wedding day in this way. So could I have Nathan with the rings, please? Okay, third finger. Repeat after me. Amy, I give you this ring
Amy, I give you this ring,
as a symbol of our marriage.
the symbol of our marriage.
I promise to care for you above all others,
I promise to care for you above all others,
to give you my love, friendship and support,
to give you my love, friendship and support,
respect and cherish you throughout our lives together.
respect and cherish you throughout our lives together.
Okay, just pop that on. Perfect. Can you have the next ring, please? Third finger. Repeat after me. James, I give you this ring
James, I give you this ring
as a symbol of our marriage.
as a symbol of our marriage.
I promise to care for you above all others,
I promise to care for you above all others.
To give you my love, friendship and support.
To give you my love, friendship and support.
To respect and cherish you throughout our lives together.
Respect and cherish you throughout our lives together.
So you have both here made today those declarations which are prescribed by law. And you've made a solemn and binding contract with one another in the presence of your family and friends. And you've sealed that contract with the giving and receiving of rings. And you've made a promise to each other of loyalty and commitment. So therefore, it gives me the greatest of pleasure to declare you are now lawfully husband and wife.
Take my place when I'm gone. You need love to light the shadows on your face. If a great wave shall fall, it'll fall upon us all. And between sand and stone, could you make it on your own? So if I could, then I would. I'll go wherever you will go, way up high or down low. I'll go wherever you will go, and maybe I'll work out a way to make it back someday towards you, to guide you through the darkest of your days. If a great wave shall fall, it'll fall upon us all. When I hope there's someone out there who can bring me back to you. So if I could, then I would. I'll go wherever you will go, way up high or down low. I'll go wherever you will go. Run away with my heart. Run away with my heart. Run away with my love. I know now just quite how my life and love might still go on in your heart and your mind. I'll stay with you for a lifetime, and if I could, then I would. I'll go wherever you will go, way up high or down low. I'll go wherever you will go. If I could make you mine, I'll go wherever you will go. If I could turn back time, I'll go wherever you will go. I'll go wherever you will go.
And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I could taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your light. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just moment of truth in your lies. When everything feels like the movies. Yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am.
I'm Tracy, Amy's mum. Oh God, this is going to run. Okay, on behalf of Jim and myself, we would like to welcome you all and thank you for coming to celebrate Amy and James's big day. It's with incredible love, joy and pride that I stand here today to wish my beautiful daughter a blessed life full of happiness, joy and laughter. Amy and I are very lucky to have such wonderful mother-daughter relationship. She is not just my daughter, she is my friend. I've got to admit, I've been a bit nervous. Not because I'm making a speech, but because I've been married for 37 years and I'm not used to speaking for longer than 30 seconds without being interrupted. So please bear with me. I can speak.
That's the biggest joke she's told today.
Can everybody also be extra careful with the table frames, because Amy loves her second home, TK Maxx, and she'll be taking them back tomorrow. Ever since Amy was a little girl, she has made us laugh. She has always been inquisitive and mischievous. When Amy was about 3 years old, we overheard her saying to her big brother, Matt, "Mattu, let's go and take Dad's teeth. We'll get more money from the tooth fairy." We knew right then she would do well in life. On another occasion, we were in the car and she was around 4 years old. And suddenly Jim had to put the brakes on the car and we all moved forward, and I just turned round to check that the children were okay. And Amy says, "Dad, do they have cars in Ireland?" Amy would surprise us and sometimes worry us with her next adventure on New Scheme, like the time she travelled to America to be a football coach and the trips to Australia on her own, hence my extremely grey hair. For those of you who know Amy well, you will be well aware how sporty she is and competitive she is. She takes great pleasure when she beats the boys at any sport from golf to tennis. I'm sure she gives James a run for his money. As a teenager, Amy played National League basketball with her friend Rachel, and lo and behold, they are both PE teachers today. Amy, everyone who knows you will agree that you're kind, caring, bright, bubbly girl with a hilarious sense of humour. Your smile lights up the room, and so today seems the perfect occasion in front of family and friends for your dad and I to say how much we love you. That we are very proud of all the successes you had, and we couldn't wish for a better daughter. Now, on to our son-in-law, James. Mother-in-law trouble. The first time I met James, he had driven up to London to pick up Amy when she was unwell with tonsillitis. He must have thought then she was good wife material, especially as she was extremely quiet during the car journey. Unfortunately for James, this never happened again. What can I say about James? Quite simply, Amy couldn't have chosen a more perfect partner. He is a truly... I've lost my place now. He is a truly lovely person. If Jim and I travelled the world over, we wouldn't have been able to choose anyone as kind, thoughtful, and most importantly, who loves Amy as James does. We know that Amy and James are meant to be together after meeting at university for 13 meant to be together after meeting at university 13 years ago, to be reunited after 10 years apart. True love will always find a way.
You all right?
So here is Amy and James. Oh, by the way, James, nice earring.
Well, keep it.
James, you have and always will be part of our family, and we know Amy will be in your loving heart, in your loving and safe hands. I'm sure most of you know that James has recently started his own business, and we want to wish him every success with that, although we already know how well he will do. James, you are a true credit to your parents. Today will be the happiest day of your lives, but you have got so much more lying ahead of you. You're heading on an amazing journey together, and we wish you every happiness. So I'd like you to be upstanding for a toast for the happy couple, Amy and James.
Amy and James.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Well done, Tracy.
Woo, well done.
Well done.
Thank you very much, Tracy. That's a good speech.
Screw yours up, we'll look better.
Yeah. So, firstly off, just want to thank you all, ladies, gentlemen, friends, family, and Daly.
Monsieur, it is working.
Oh, is it working?
You're very close.
Really close?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Sorry, I'd just like to thank you, my wife and I. We'd like to thank you all for coming here today on our obviously very special day. It's
no point of holding it, mate.
It's obviously our most important day, and we couldn't think of anyone else to share it with apart from you guys. So well done you for making the cut. We know like a lot of you have come far and wide to be here today. We've got Australia in the house. We've got Canada somewhere. We've got South Africa.
I'm glad someone thinks your speech is good.
Keep going. We've got London, we've got the Haven crew, we've got Brighton Hove, we've got everyone. But we just want to thank you all for making the effort to be here today, because without you guys, you make our day. And we said the only people we wanted here today, forget evening guests. We don't need them. We wanted everyone here to be here for the whole day, and everyone that's here today just means the world to us. So, yeah, thank you. Actually, we'll do our first toast. Let's do to awesome friends and family.
Friends and family.
Page 1, done. Right, shit, it's the next one. This is the hard bit. So I've got a load of, obviously, some thank yous and toasts to do with my speech, but hopefully all glasses are all nice and full. And the aim is, to be honest, is to get you as much drunk as I can, so you don't remember these fuckers in my speech in about 6 minutes' time. But anyway, I'm going to start with. You know what? This is.
I was going to say, I'm not doing anything.
I'm going to start with the hard part of this speech, and as with all occasions, there's people here that we wish we could be here that aren't, and yeah. So Amy's nan, Daisy, a beautiful lady inside and out. My nan and granddad, Crick and Kenny, and the two people that are the reason I stand here today. My mum and dad. Now, a lot of you knew my dad. In fact, a lot of Brighton knew my dad.
At the gym.
Yeah, at the gym. But yeah, quite a legend. I'm sure you'll agree. And he's been the rock, and he will continue to be the rock of my life. He did everything for me, and I'm very proud to still call him my dad. So yeah. But they're all here, they're shining down on us, and they're definitely here in spirit. So probably one of the most important toasts for me is to all stand and raise a glass to absent friends and family. That was very synchronised. Well, page 2 done. So, I'll try and lift the spirits a little bit with my next thank you.
You're doing well. We're all in tears.
Tracy and Jim. Firstly, I couldn't let today go past without thanking you for your massive generosity with today. Obviously, today couldn't happen without you. So thank you very much. But also, just being so warm and your generosity in the last couple of years has been immense, and I really appreciate it. However, the first
underhanded compliment or
the first day I came.
This is a kick in the arse.
Yeah. The first day I came to your house in Bexhill. Firstly, I had about 4 piss stops on the way. But I park up, and I really don't want to come in. But I walk down this drive, and it's a long drive. To then be greeted, I thought Amy would greet me at the door, but no. There's a big, wide unit of an Irishman standing at the door. Now, my old man always told me to go in with a hot, strong handshake, and fuck me. He took it to a new level. I don't know if you've seen the size of his hands, but they called him Big Jim for a reason, and it's Big Shovel Hand Jim.
Basically, what he was saying was, "Don't fuck with my
Yeah,
daughter."
exactly. But it gets worse. I shake his hand. The first words he ever says to me is, excuse the Irish accent, "James, where are my flowers?" I have a nervous laugh. How the fuck did I forget flowers? I was like, what the? Oh, he's crucified me. Absolutely crucified me. Anyway, luckily, Tracy, being the kind-hearted, loving person, my favourite wingman, took me under her wing. And before I knew it, I was part of the family. There was a dinner plate at the table, and it was amazing. So, like I say, I thank you. Thank you very much.
You're always welcome.
By the way, if anyone ends up talking to Jim, this afternoon, best thing to do is just nod and smile.
And laugh. And laugh, because he's probably cracking a joke.
Yeah, it will say your name, and then that's the only thing you'll understand. Sorry, mate. Love you.
Actually, I won't forget that.
Do you know what? I need a drink. But no, on a more serious note, guys, I can't thank you enough for raising an amazing daughter in Amy. You've been brilliant parents, and Tracy, you mentioned in your speech, like, the relationship you two have is truly inspiring and just, amazing. So I now feel privileged to be part of your family. So,
You'll always be part of that.
Where's Matt? Where is Matt?
He's hiding.
Where is he? Matt? Mate, for a rugby boy, you're alright. But, no, joking aside, like, top bloke, and proud to call you my brother now. That's that page done. Right. Bridesmaids.
How many are there?
We've got a few. We've got Emily, we've got Emma. Where's Emma? Mia. Where's Mia? Mia. And where's Rach? Like, you girls, not only for today, like the wedding, the hen do, but thank you for just being there for Amy in life. She massively appreciates you, and wherever you've been in the world, whether you're Australia, Portsmouth, fucking hell, Portsmouth, Hastings, and London. Amy is just so lucky to have you as friends, and I know I mean the world. I mean the world to her? You mean the world to her, and you mean the world to me now, and thank you very much. So. Ushers. Ushers, there's Nick, and then where's the other one? There he is. Thank you very much. Absolute textbook today. I don't know whether he did anything, but it looked like it was textbook.
I turned up.
I asked Hanky to do a job. All right, Prince William. Thanks for coming down from Windsor Castle today. Say hello to Nan for us. But yeah, no, thanks a lot, boys. Like, you look suave, you look the part, so well done. That's not it. Calm down, mate. Best men, these two. Fucking hell. You got Nath, you got Ash. For those of you that don't know him, congratulations, actually. But for those of you that do, like, obviously know how much these two mean to me, and genuinely, like, they've been there through thick and thin, and you mean the world to me. So I did write a long list of actually things that I liked about you. But until this speech is done, your speech, I'm cutting it there. But I would like to thank you both for an amazing stag do to Amsterdam. It was what was it? It was educational. It was cultural. And I think Nick will agree that we definitely made the most of the local scenery. But actually, Amy will thank you for getting me back in one piece. So, boys, you mean the world to me, and I don't think you realise how much you've been there for me, but yeah, I love you, obviously.
Aww.
Love you too.
Final bit. So obviously the star of the show, Amy Perry. I don't know if some of you know how we met, some of you don't. So a brief description: St Mary's University. 2005. Is it 2005?
Yeah.
2005.
Yeah.
A Monday night, Oceana in Kingston, top right bar. I walk in, going, I'm the biz. There she is, pint of vodka Red Bull in hand, and dancing what can only be described as a fucking chameleon on speed. It started there.
Just like her mother.
Yeah. Too shy. But, you know, we met at uni, but, you know, you wouldn't call our relationship the love story at uni. You know, it wasn't a love story. It was more kiss and chase. I was doing more of the running.
Dad, get your earmuffs on.
Yeah. I won't go that far. If anyone wants to ask, you know, we're later on. You know, uni didn't get me a degree. I was a dropout. But one thing it did get me was the love of my life. I knew that would work. Thank you. Hope you're taking note, mate. Yeah, you write down all my little sayings. But genuinely, like, you know, yeah, it brought me you, and for that I'm ever so grateful. So, yeah. What can I say actually about Amy? She makes me laugh every day. Well, she doesn't always mean to make me laugh, but she does make me laugh. She's ambitious, she's intelligent, she's ridiculously stunning, and most importantly, she's a great judge of character.
After 2 drinks.
In the 3 years we've shared together, you know, we've had some amazing times. We've obviously had some bad, like, worst times. But because of Amy, those times have been easier, and I've always had a smile on my face because of you. So thank you. I've never been a massive believer of marriage. Hang on a minute. Nice. I'm screwed now because my second line's shit.
Just move on,
let me start again.
I've always been a
believer in marriage. I've never been a I'm going. I've never been a true believer of marriage, but well, actually, it was just surprising because my dad got married 4 times.
So you got 3 to go.
As well. But for the moment I saw you, when we rekindled and I saw you in Brighton and Hove, Churchill Square, outside Zara, I think I knew you were going to be the one. So yeah. And for you, Amy, I'll try and look at you now. I'm generally really thankful for the commitment you made to us as a couple. I know, leaving your dream job in London, leaving your friends in Twickenham. Not you, Reese. Leaving a ship on a Sunday. And I don't always show it, and I'm not an emotional person, but I stand here today as literally the proudest person alive, saying that I'm your husband. So thank you very much. So I've made it to the end, almost. Actually, let's do a toast to Amy Perry. Anyway, speech is over. Have a mingle and come back in about 30 minutes.
Can if you want.
You calm down. Calm down. You didn't want to do a speech, so Tracy did your speech for you. Which means you can't speak. But yeah, you're right. Actually, before I go, if anyone's thinking of selling a house, like this, my receptionist Nick, he's got business cards, he's got everything. Give him a call. He'll sort you out.
Got to pay for the wedding, something.
Good night again. Guys.
Guys, this actually just became a bit awkward. We're actually so close to Pez that he's pretty just reeled off our entire speech.
Between them two, they've done all of it.
I apologise if you're going to hear a few things that you've already heard this afternoon. But we'll start off by saying good afternoon. We are the best men.
And we are going to tell you a little bit more about him.
So, some say he is richer than the Queen.
Some say he's used so much hair dye in the past that he's never going to go grey.
Some say he has no reflection.
He is the man, the myth, the legend that is Mr. James Perry.
As Pez said earlier, I'm Ash. I first met Pez when he moved to Brighton from London. We were about 10, 11 years old. We met through the mighty Meridian Athletic. Any footballers in the house? Solid squad. Yeah, exactly. And basically from that moment on, we connected, our friendship was born. So that is nearly 20 years ago. He was the Messi of the team. I mean, everyone that knows him knows he's got a left foot. Everyone looked up to him. I did back then, and I still do today.
Let's cheers to that. I did play for Meridian as well, but fucking hell, did you? Nobody really remembers that bit.
Yeah, he's a water boy.
I weren't very good.
I don't think you played, mate.
I turned up to training. Counts.
So, obviously, Brian, James's dad, carried on working in London for a while when he first moved down. So James spent a lot of time at my house, a lot of time with my mum and dad back there. He was treated as one of their own and like a brother to me. So it's an honour for me, Pez, to be standing here speaking for you.
Me and Pez got really close when we decided to go travelling, which was actually straight after we decided to drop out of uni. I use travelling very loosely since we pretty much just went on holiday for about 4 months and got missed. But one of the main things that I remember is we was in South Africa and we'd gone out drinking, and there was this girl that he was trying to get on her own, and she had one of her mates that was with her. And I could not get this bloke to leave me alone. I didn't know why, but I was kind of wingmanning, so I didn't mind. Till I found out that this bloke was gay. Pez had told him I was gay, really into him, and he should definitely keep talking to me because eventually something will happen. So thanks for that one. I appreciated that. But yeah, the main reason that he did...
Wingman, mate, wingman.
It worked though, didn't it?
Yeah, it did work. Or did it?
But the main reason was just basically because he dropped out of uni, he had quite a lot of student loan left and went, yeah, fuck it, what should we do? Let's go on holiday.
Touching on university again, I think it was quite clear when he announced to the rest of our friend group, who, by the way, I think none of us went to uni, maybe one or two. He was clearly only going for Freshers Week and to get laid. It was very obvious. But little did he know that, as mentioned earlier, it was this decision that would change the rest of his life.
Yeah, he said earlier that he met Amy there, but can't really understand why it took him another 13 years to work out that it was the one that he wanted to marry. Everyone keeps saying he's a very bright boy, but beggars to believe, doesn't it really? Come on.
I think everyone will agree that today is a very, very sad day for single men out there.
Single men?
Not for you, mate, not for you. As another beauty is taken off the market. Pezza, you're punching, son. Can we have a toast for Amy?
There definitely aren't many people that compete with Pezza. He is one of the most competitive people I've ever met in my life. bar maybe Amy. I think you've literally won every competition I've ever seen you be in. But it's nice because it's nice to see him eventually lose, even if he won't admit it.
Right, we
Well,
can't.
I didn't lose.
Mate, I've never seen you win so far.
Whatever.
We can't go through the speech, obviously, without mentioning the stag do. Now, we can all agree again that I think as Brits, we really let ourselves down when we go abroad. Especially Connor Davis, wherever he is.
It's true though, isn't it?
Did you say that?
Hey? Well, I look in the mirror. I see
Yeah, Amsterdam was, as expected, a complete mess for about 3 days from what we can remember. We had Heineken, chocolate brownies, some other stuff that Connor kept buying.
Weed.
But yeah, it was absolute paradise. Weather was perfect and couldn't have been a better weekend.
Yeah, I mean, a group of 12 or 13, was it, lads?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know how Pezza made it home, honestly. There was a lot of absinthe,
Well, he did lose his phone
Jaeger.
because I got a text saying...
No, he didn't lose it. He had
He misplaced it for about 6 hours.
I educationally left it with the apartment to leave it for the
it.
next
Exactly
day.
that.
He was
Exactly
worried he was
that.
going to damage it because he was drunk.
So well done, mate. Well done for making it through that weekend.
Now, I don't know whether everyone here's been on a stag do, but unfortunately, you put 6 lads in the room, there's going to be some nudity involved at some point. There was always at least one group, or one member in the group, should I say, that refused to put any pants on. Mentioning no names, but I think he's probably been mentioned already.
I think this brings me to my favourite quote of the weekend. I was in a room with six of us. Pezza had finally conked out, fully clothed, laying on his back. Bob was in the shower, and I just hear him shout, "Connor, get a picture of your cock in his mouth."
Just to be clear, it didn't happen.
The best men made sure that was in place.
Fucking hell, boys.
But that's Pez, that's what that stain was on your shirt.
The only thing that was missing on the stag do was obviously Brian. Would have absolutely loved Amsterdam, completely smashed it, and even though he was 74, would have made us all look absolutely stupid.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
I mean, as you said earlier about Mum and Dad not being here, I think, you know, they will be immensely proud looking down on you today. You turned out to be the most handsome, funniest, loving, caring, driven and passionate young man that I know. And in fact, we all know Brian's here in spirit. I mean, he never did miss a good party, did he?
No.
And I know we've done it already, but this one's specifically for Brian. To Brian.
Brian.
Cheers.
Brian.
Right, so before we end, I'd like to say, Pez, you've been one of the best mates I could have ever asked for. We've had some...
I'm basically your only mate.
Larry, it's not over yet. Do you want me to add a couple of pages in?
Right, carry on.
I was going to be nice, but I don't know if I want to. I was going to say, we've had some great memories, and I'm expecting a lot more with both of you. And unfortunately for you, now you've married him, stuck with us.
That's all right.
Just have to part of it.
We've got a little present for you. It's also a bit of a present for everyone in the room. I personally think it will help, if you keep it at the office, it will help you sell a few more houses.
Definitely.
So yeah, can we...
Could we bring it in?
What the fuck?
We're also going to auction it off later, so if anybody wants to take it home...
My stag do. That's not me on a Saturday.
And by the way, last thing, that is a pair of socks in there at the front. It is a pair.
Do you know what? It's actually not. I've got excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see that.
All right. So one last toast to Mr. and Mrs. Perry.
Thanks, guys. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you very much.
Get pissed.
It wasn't half an hour, but it's literally everything that you lot covered was in our speech. We both lived it.
How long will I love you? As long as stars are above you, and longer if I can. How long will I need you? As long as the seasons need to follow their plan. How long will I be with you? As long as the sea is bound to wash upon the sand. How long will I want you? As long as you want me to, and longer by far. How long will I hold you? As long as your father told you. As long as you can. How long will I give to you? As long as I live through you. However long you say. How long will I love you? As long as stars are above you, and longer if I may.
Want to make some noise? Round of applause for Ronnie Green, Mr. and Mrs. Perry.
How long will I love you? As long as stars are above you.
Right, they're now going to clap the cake. On three, yeah? 1, 2, 3. Go on, give a round of applause. So right then guys, we're ready. I want you to once again, big round of applause, lots of nice for your bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Perry!
Pride can stand 1,000 trials. The storm will never fall. We're watching stars without you. My soul cried. Living heart is full of
right then.